Alright folks, this is the cold steel pipe hawk, and I did another review. It's kind of like a preview or show and tell, and I took the screw out and I slid the head off, and now I slid it back on for the video. Now it's kind of stuck. Let me just get it off real quick. I should have had the sheath on for that, but anyhow, so that's the head of the axe or the hatchet, and this is the handle. And what we're going to do is we're going to sand this down, and then we are going to stain it with a walnut stain, and then we are going to strip the finish off the head of this axe, and we're going to cold blue it. And for this project, I picked up this Birchwood Casey Perma Blue and True Oil kit. It comes with these 3 bottles: rust remover, True Oil, Perma Blue, and then if you look in the back, it's got some other stuff. Some bottles up on this part, which is the walnut stain, some wood conditioner, and some degreaser. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use this kit, and we're going to kind of walk through it step by step. I'm not going to show a video of doing all the work because I think that's going to be a little bit of a hassle. So what I'm going to do is, off the camera, I'm going to start on this with some 60, 120, and then probably 300 and 600 grit sandpaper. So it smooths it out just a little bit, but really I just want to take this varnish and whatever stains on here off. So that's going to be step number 1. Alright folks, we're back, and this is the handle of the cold steel pipe hawk. And we actually sanded it. I think it was 140, then we went to I think it was 320, and then to 400, and it came out pretty good, pretty smooth. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to stain it with the Birchwood Casey walnut stain. So let me get this open and set up. Alright, we're back, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started here. And I should be wearing gloves and all that other stuff, but oh well. I hope I don't make too big of a mess. This is probably going to take a little while, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to stain this whole thing, and then I'm going to come back when I'm done. Alright folks, we're back, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to let this thing sit for a little while and see what happens to it. I don't know if it'll get any lighter as it dries, and this is the first time I've ever used this product. But I think the fumes are getting to me, so I'm going to get out of here, and we'll check back in a little bit later. Alright, we're back. I put 3 coats of the stain on the handle. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this ready for this True Oil stock and or gun stock finish, and we're going to put that on next. Okay, we're back, and I didn't do a very good job opening that, but anyhow, I got the True Oil ready to go, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to apply that to the handle. And if it's like anything else, it's going to take a few coats. So we'll come back when it's all done. Alright folks, we're back. This had overnight to dry, so it's the next day. It's after work. I just got home, and it's a little shiny. It's a little darker than I thought it was going to come out. The next thing I'm going to do is, some people do this with steel wool. I'm going to use a piece of this Scotch Brite pad, and then I'm just going to give it a real good once over, kind of over the whole thing. Now see how it's a little bit duller there now? And what it does is it's called satin, like do a satin finish on it. And basically I just want to give it a little bit of a duller, more rustic look. I don't want it to be so shiny. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop the tape. I'm going to do that, and we'll be back in a minute. Alright, I don't know if that's going to pick up on the video or not, but it's got a little bit more of a duller finish, not so much of a shiny finish on here. And then one last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this ballistol, and it's for cleaning and protecting various things, and some of them are wood. And then I'm just going to go ahead and spray some on this towel. I'm just going to give this a quick wipe. And there you go. The handle is done on this thing. And next we are going to remove the finish from the head of the axe, and we're going to go do that in a little bit. Folks, here is the head of the tomahawk, and then this is what we're going to use to strip it. I've used it to do quite a few, and it works fine. So that's about a half hour. I'm going to scrape it and then reapply as necessary. Alright folks, here we are. The the head of the axe has been stripped. And I took 3 coats of the aviation strip, and then I scrubbed it with a brass brush. So anyhow, that's it now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get set up. We're going to use this Birchwood Casey Perma Blue. And I'm just going to dip this in here, and I'm going to rub it on here. So let me get set up, and we're going to do that. You have to wet the steel after you put the Perma Blue on to stop the reaction. And we'll do that about 2-minute mark. I am not going to tape that because it's probably going to be a giant pain in the ass. So we're going to come back, and we'll start bluing. Alright folks, we're going to get started. Go ahead and spin this around. You can see that it's almost immediately taken effect. Okay, we're going to try to flip this. Alright, we're going to let that blue in, and I'll be back once we rinse it off. Alright folks, this is the end of the video, so here we go. I need to probably fit this up a little bit further. I'll sharpen this later too. But stripped the head, cold blued it, stripped the handle, did a walnut stain, all using Birchwood Casey products. So there you go folks. Thanks.